Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered what secrets it holds? Beyond the stars and planets we know, there are other things moving through the darkness. Some are man-made wonders, flying so high and so quietly, you would never know they were there. One of these is a machine that looks like it came from another world. It is called the B-2 Spirit, but many know it as the stealth bomber. It is not like any other airplane you have ever seen. It does not have a tail, nor does it have the long, tube-like body of a passenger jet. Instead, it is a single, massive wing, shaped like a boomerang. This shape is the first clue to its incredible secret. This unique design is called a flying wing. When you look at it, you see smooth surfaces and gentle curves. There are no sharp edges or straight lines that stick out. This is all done for a very important reason. Every line, every curve, and every angle of the B-2 has been carefully designed to help it hide. It is built to be a ghost in the sky, a silent hunter that can travel across the world without being seen. Its dark gray color helps it blend in with the dark night sky, making it nearly impossible to spot with just your eyes. The shape is so strange, so otherworldly, that it seems to defy the very laws of flight we are used to seeing. The B-2 Spirit is one of the most mysterious and powerful aircraft ever built by the United States Air Force. Its main job is to be a bomber, an aircraft that carries and drops bombs on specific targets. But it does this job in a way that no other plane can. It can fly deep into enemy territory without being caught, deliver its powerful weapons with incredible accuracy, and fly back home safely. This ability makes it a very important tool for keeping the peace and protecting the country. The story of the B-2 is a story of human ingenuity, of pushing the boundaries of what is possible in science and engineering to create something truly extraordinary. When the B-2 flies, it moves with a strange and silent grace. It does not roar through the sky like a fighter jet. Instead, it glides, almost like a giant bird of prey. Its engines are buried deep inside its thick wings, their sound muffled and directed upwards, away from anyone on the ground. This combination of a strange shape and silent flight adds to its mysterious reputation. For decades, its secrets were closely guarded, and even today, much of what it can do remains classified. It is a machine built for a world of shadows, a silent guardian watching over us from the edge of space. How can a giant airplane, with a wingspan as wide as a hockey rink, simply disappear? The answer is a kind of technological magic called stealth. Imagine you are in a dark room and you shine a flashlight. The light beam bounces off whatever it hits, and the reflection comes back to your eyes, letting you know something is there. Radar works in a similar way. A radar station on the ground sends out invisible energy waves. When these waves hit an airplane, they bounce back, and the radar station can see the plane's location, speed, and size. The B-2 is designed to stop this from happening. The secret is in its special shape and skin. The flying wing design, with its smooth, flowing lines, has no flat surfaces or sharp corners for radar waves to bounce off directly. Instead of reflecting the waves back to the radar station, the B-2's angled surfaces deflect them away, like skipping a stone across a pond. The radar waves are scattered in all different directions, and very few, if any, ever make it back to the receiver. To the radar operator, it is as if nothing is there at all. The B-2 is said to have a radar signature, or size on a radar screen, as small as a bumblebee. It is a giant that can shrink itself down to almost nothing. But the shape is only part of the magic. The entire aircraft is coated in a special top-secret material. This material is a type of paint that can actually absorb radar energy. When the radar waves hit the B-2's skin, instead of bouncing off, they are soaked up, like a sponge soaks up water. This radar-absorbent material works together with the stealthy shape to make the bomber incredibly difficult to detect. Even the engines are hidden deep inside the wing to reduce their heat signature, making it hard for heat-seeking missiles to find them. Every single part of the B-2 is designed with one purpose in mind: to be invisible. This ability to be invisible is what makes the B-2 so different from any other bomber. Other planes might rely on speed or high altitude to survive. The B-2 relies on secrecy. It does not need to outrun its enemies. It simply slips past them, completely unnoticed. It can fly through the most heavily defended airspace in the world without setting off any alarms. This gives the United States a powerful advantage. It means that no target is truly safe. No fortress is unreachable. The B-2 can go anywhere, at any time, and deliver its message without anyone knowing it was there until it is too late. A machine as special as the B-2 Spirit needs a special home. All 20 of these incredible aircraft are based at one single location in the heart of America Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri. This is the home of the 509th Bomb Wing, a unit with a long and storied history. This base is the fortress from which these ghosts of the sky emerge. The hangars where the B-2s are kept are specially designed to protect their secret coding and sensitive electronics. Maintaining these complex machines requires a huge team of dedicated engineers and technicians who work around the clock to ensure each bomber is ready to fly at a moment's notice. Only the best and most experienced pilots in the United States Air Force are chosen to fly the B-2. These pilots are the secret keepers, entrusted with one of the nation's most powerful assets. Becoming a B-2 pilot is an incredibly difficult journey. Candidates must have thousands of hours of flying experience in other large aircraft and pass a series of intense psychological and physical tests. They train for years in advanced simulators that can replicate any possible scenario they might face on a real mission. They must be experts not only in flying, but also in managing the complex weapon systems and stealth technology that make the B-2 so unique. Life as a B-2 pilot is a life of constant readiness. Missions can last for more than 30 hours, crossing multiple continents and time zones. The cockpit has a small space behind the two pilot seats where one crew member can rest on a cot. But these long flights are a true test of human endurance. The pilots must remain focused and alert for the entire duration, ready to handle any challenge that comes their way. They work in perfect harmony, a team of two operating a $2 billion machine, knowing that the safety of their country could rest on their shoulders. They are part of a very small, elite family, bound by their shared responsibility. The teams that support the B-2 are just as important as the pilots who fly it. From the mechanics who meticulously care for its delicate skin to the mission planners who chart its secret paths across the globe, thousands of people are involved in the B-2 program. They all share a deep sense of pride and purpose, knowing they are part of something truly special. The home of the B-2 at Whiteman Air Force Base is more than just an airfield. It is the center of a universe dedicated to maintaining this incredible capability, ensuring that the silent hunter is always ready to answer the call, whenever and wherever it is needed. The B-2 Spirit was designed for one primary mission: to travel vast distances across the globe, penetrate the most formidable air defenses, and strike targets deep within enemy territory. Its ability to do this is what makes it a global strike aircraft. Unlike other planes that may need to operate from bases close to a conflict zone, the B-2 can take off from its home in Missouri, fly halfway around the world, complete its mission, and fly all the way back without ever needing to land. This incredible range is made possible through a process called aerial refueling, where the bomber connects with a flying tanker aircraft in midair to receive more fuel. Imagine a mission that lasts for over a day and a half. The B-2 pilots fly through the darkness, crossing oceans and continents. They must navigate with perfect precision, manage their complex aircraft systems, and stay completely hidden from prying eyes. For hours on end, they are alone in the sky, a tiny bubble of life inside a silent, ghostly machine. They fly at high altitudes, above the weather and commercial air traffic, in a world where the sky is black and the stars are brilliant. This ability to fly such long missions means the B-2 can hold any target on the planet at risk, providing a powerful deterrent to potential adversaries. The bomber's stealth technology ensures that this long journey is a secret one. As it approaches hostile territory, the B-2 becomes a true ghost. Enemy radar systems sweep the skies but see nothing. Defense networks designed to protect a country's most important sites are completely blind to its approach. The B-2 can fly directly over enemy capitals, military bases, and command centers without anyone knowing it is there. This is a terrifying prospect for any nation that might wish to do harm, as it means their leaders and their most protected assets are never truly safe. The bomber brings with it an element of complete surprise. This capability was demonstrated in recent years with missions that showcased its global reach. In November 2024, B-2S flew directly from Missouri to conduct strikes against Houthi forces in the Middle East, a journey of thousands of miles, proving they did not need a nearby base to be effective. This is the core of the B-2's power, the ability to project force from the safety of American soil to any point on the globe. It is a strategic tool that gives the President of the United States options that would otherwise be impossible. The B-2 is a ghost that can haunt any corner of the world. The power of the B-2 is not always used in combat. Often, its mere presence is enough to send a powerful message of reassurance to allies and a warning to adversaries. These missions are called Bomber Task Force deployments. In August 2024, for example, several B-2s deployed to RAF Base Amberley in Australia. While there, they trained with the Royal Australian Air Force and, for the first time, with F-35 fighter jets from the Japan Air Self-Defense Force. These exercises are not just practice. They're a visible demonstration of commitment, showing that the United States and its partners are working together to ensure a free and peaceful Indo-Pacific region. These deployments help B-2 crews become familiar with different operating environments all over the world. Flying in the skies over Europe, the Pacific, or the Arctic helps them understand the unique challenges of each region. It also allows them to practice working seamlessly with Allied forces, building trust and improving communication. When allies see the B-2 operating from their bases and flying alongside their own aircraft, it really strengthens the bonds of friendship and security. It's a way of showing, not just telling, that they stand together. In 2024 alone, U.S. strategic bombers like the B-2 operated with the militaries of nearly a quarter of the world's nations. But the B-2 is, at its heart, a weapon of war, designed for the most difficult and dangerous missions. In June of 2025, the world saw its ultimate power unleashed. In a mission codenamed Operation Midnight Hammer, 7 B-2 bombers flew an 18-hour journey from the United States to Iran. Flying completely undetected through Iranian airspace, they targeted the country's heavily fortified underground nuclear facilities. This massive strike, involving over 100 other supporting aircraft, was designed to cripple Iran's nuclear program. It was the largest operational strike in the history of the B-2, a stunning display of its stealth and precision. The success of Operation Midnight Hammer was a stark reminder of the B-2's awesome capabilities. The ability to penetrate deep into a hostile country, destroy its most protected secrets, and return without a single loss is something no other aircraft can do. Before the strike, in February 2025, the U.S. had quietly moved a significant portion of its B-2 fleet to the island of Diego Garcia in the Indian Ocean, positioning its assets for the coming mission. From training with allies in Australia to conducting secret strikes against heavily defended targets, the B-2 serves as both a symbol of partnership and an instrument of overwhelming force. What makes the B-2 Spirit a truly fearsome bomber is not just its ability to be invisible, but the incredible power of the weapons it carries inside its belly. The B-2 has 2 large internal bomb bays, which allows it to carry its weapons without ruining its stealthy shape. It is a dual-capable aircraft, meaning it can deliver both conventional non-nuclear bombs and the most powerful nuclear weapons in the United States arsenal. This flexibility allows it to be used in a wide range of situations, from small, precise strikes to missions that could change the course of history. It can carry up to 40,000 pounds of weapons, a truly massive payload. For conventional missions, the B-2 can be loaded with dozens of smart bombs, such as the GPS-guided JDAM. These bombs can be guided with pinpoint accuracy to their targets, minimizing damage to surrounding areas. But for the most difficult targets, the B-2 carries a truly unique weapon. During Operation Midnight Hammer against Iran, the B-2s were armed with the GBU-57 Massive Ordnance Penetrator, or MOP. This is a gigantic, 30,000-pound bunker buster bomb. It is designed to smash through dozens of feet of reinforced concrete and rock before exploding deep underground, destroying even the most protected secret facilities. This was the first time this powerful bomb had ever been used in combat, but the B-2's most solemn and serious responsibility is its role as a nuclear bomber. It is a key part of America's nuclear triad, which also includes land-based missiles and submarine-launched missiles. The B-2 is capable of carrying nuclear bombs like the B-6112, a modern guided nuclear weapon, and the B-6111, which is a nuclear earth penetrator designed to destroy deep underground command centers. The thought of these weapons ever being used is terrifying, but their existence is meant to prevent large-scale wars from ever happening. This is the concept of deterrence. Having a capability so powerful that no enemy would ever risk attacking you. The B-2's ability to carry both conventional and nuclear weapons makes it the most versatile strategic bomber in the world. On one day, it could be used for a precise strike to take out a terrorist training camp. On another, it could stand ready as the ultimate insurance policy against a major global conflict. The pilots and crews who operate the B-2 are deeply aware of the immense power they control. They train with a level of seriousness and professionalism that reflects the profound gravity of their mission. The B-2 is not just a plane, it is a platform for delivering decisive force, from conventional earthshakers to the ultimate weapons of war. While the B-2 is known for its destructive power, much of its time is spent on missions that are designed to prevent conflict and build peace. Its very existence serves as a powerful deterrent. Potential adversaries know that the United States has the ability to reach any target anywhere in the world without being detected. This knowledge can make them think twice before starting a war or acting aggressively. In this way, the B-2 helps to maintain stability in a sometimes unstable world, often without ever having to fire a shot. Its power lies not just in its use, but in the simple fact that it exists and is always ready. The Bomber Task Force missions are a key part of this peaceful strategy. When B-2s fly alongside the aircraft of allied nations, it builds trust and improves the way different militaries can work together. These joint exercises are a message to the entire world that a coalition of nations is united in its commitment to global security and international law. By training together in places like Europe, the Pacific, and the Arctic, the United States Air Force and its partners become a stronger, more integrated team. This show of unity is a powerful tool for diplomacy and a cornerstone of collective defense, making all participating nations safer. These missions also serve to reassure America's friends and allies. In a world with many threats, the sight of a B-2 Spirit operating in their region is a powerful symbol of America's commitment to their defense. It tells them that they are not alone, and that the United States stands ready to support them if they are ever threatened. This assurance helps to strengthen alliances and promote a sense of shared security. From flyovers celebrating new NATO members like Sweden, to complex training exercises with long-standing partners like Japan, the B-2 is a messenger of solidarity and a promise of protection. Ultimately, the B-2 is a tool for safeguarding freedom. Its primary purpose is to defend the United States and its allies from attack. By being able to hold any potential enemy at risk, it helps to protect the way of life and the values that free nations hold dear. The silent flights of the B-2 high above the world are a constant vigil. They are a reminder that peace often requires strength, and that sometimes the most effective way to prevent a fight is to be the strongest one in the room. The B-2 is a guardian, watching over the world from the shadows. Maintaining a small fleet of just 20 highly complex aircraft in a constant state of readiness is a monumental task. The B-2 Spirit is over 30 years old, and keeping these technological marvels flying requires constant care and attention. At any given time, a number of the bombers are in deep maintenance, where they are taken apart, inspected, and upgraded with new technology. This means that the number of B-2s available for missions is often only around 10 to 12. To prove that the fleet is ready, the Air Force sometimes conducts exercises like Spirit Vigilance, where they launch as many operational B-2s as possible in a short period of time to demonstrate their combat readiness. The long-duration missions are not just for show, they are a critical part of training and a test of both machine and human endurance. Flights that exceed 30 hours push the aircraft to its limits and challenge the pilots to stay sharp and focused under extreme fatigue. These missions prove that the concept of global strike is not just a theory, but a practical reality. They ensure that the crews are prepared for the immense physical and mental demands of a real-world combat mission that could require them to fly non-stop from Missouri to the other side of the planet. This constant training keeps the sharp edge on this very sharp sword. The B-2 Spirit is a bridge between two eras of aviation. It was designed in the Cold War, but has proven its worth in the modern age. However, technology never stands still. The United States is currently developing and building a new stealth bomber, the B-21 Raider. The B-21 will take the lessons learned from the B-2 and incorporate the latest advancements in stealth, computing, and weapons technology. It is designed to be even more difficult to detect and less expensive to operate than the B-2. The B-21 will eventually take over the B-2's role as America's primary stealth bomber. But until the B-21 is ready in large numbers, the B-2 Spirit will remain the tip of the spear. It will continue its long vigil, flying its silent missions around the globe. The lessons learned from operating the B-2 for over 3 decades have been invaluable, shaping the design and strategy for the next generation of stealth aircraft. The B-2 has been a silent teacher, revealing the possibilities and challenges of low observable technology. For years to come, the iconic flying wing will continue to be a symbol of American air power, a ghost in the skies that continues to watch over the world. In a world filled with new and emerging threats, from cyber warfare to space-based weapons, one might wonder if a 30-year-old bomber still has a place. The answer is an emphatic yes. The B-2 Spirit represents a unique and irreplaceable capability. It is the only aircraft in the world that combines long-range, heavy payload, and extreme stealth. This combination allows it to do what no other system can: hold any target on Earth at risk without being seen. This power to penetrate and strike deep within enemy territory is a cornerstone of American national security and a powerful deterrent against aggression. The B-2 is more than just a piece of military hardware. It is a symbol of American technological achievement and resolve. Its mysterious shape and incredible abilities have captured the public imagination for decades. It represents the pinnacle of what can be accomplished when a nation dedicates its resources to solving the most difficult scientific and engineering challenges. The B-2 reminds the world that the United States has the will and the means to project power globally in defense of its interests and those of its allies. It is a physical manifestation of the promise to maintain peace through strength. The recent missions of the B-2, from integrating with allies in the Pacific to the decisive strike in Iran, prove that it is more relevant today than ever before. It provides national leaders with a range of options that would not otherwise exist. It can be a tool of diplomacy, a symbol of partnership, or a weapon of overwhelming force. This flexibility is crucial in a complex and unpredictable world. Whether it is reassuring a nervous ally or removing a grave threat, the B-2 provides a reliable and powerful solution to some of the nation's most difficult security challenges, all while operating from the safety of its home base. As we look to the future, the ghost in the skies will continue its silent flight. The B-2 Spirit is the ultimate guarantor, the final backstop against the world's worst threats. Its dark, silent wing is a shield that protects from afar, a reminder that even in the darkest of nights, a guardian is watching. Its legacy is one of secrecy, power, and an unwavering commitment to security. For as long as it flies, the B-2 will remain one of the most important and awe-inspiring machines ever created, a true symbol of strength in an uncertain world.